And we're live. Hey, well, let's check these audios levels. They're probably fine. Hey guys, and we're live. Welcome to another Ace Attorney stream that's been after 5 years. But we finally got Matt and Ivana back on this back on the set. I guess I don't know what to call this. Speaking of, we should probably turn the camera just a smidgen. I can sit back. I think we could scoot the camera back. Oh gosh, so much work needs to be done just for this stream. We need to turn the camera a bit more this way again. Okay, should be good. All right. Anyway, yeah, thank you. Welcome back to the stream, guys. Yeah, if you guys didn't hear, Ivana has been pregnant, so she's been struggling.
Still pregnant.
No, she's not pregnant. It's over. It's all over.
They messed up right in.
That would just be messed up in general, but yes, luckily that has not happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for those of you who have been around for a while, we have been streaming this game for 2 years, 2 plus 3 years. It's been a long time, and this game is never gonna get finished, especially once the baby gets born. It's been so long.
We weren't even married when we started.
Yeah,
wow, Amazing. It's been so long since I've seen racism get streamed.
What would have happened if we broke
cured.
up? Then you just wouldn't have been a part of the stream.
Yeah.
Or maybe you would have been.
Nope. So clearly, this is why we didn't want Ivana there initially. You know, anything could have happened.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
I gotta pull comes to stream.
Okay.
I gotta farm those channel points.
Yes.
6
Oh, I gotta add Do the Luddy as one of my channel rewards.
I'm not gonna be tempted.
Gotta tempt them. It's gonna be at 50,000 too. We gotta really steal your points. Gotta make sure people gotta stall people for as long as possible for redeeming their games. Ooh.
What's your Wi-Fi time?
Oh, it's I'll just type it in, or I'll just share it with you.
Your Wi-Fi.
Just want to watch on YouTube, but you need the points. Just watch on both. Easy. You just put Twitch on the side, and then it just automatically.
What's the difference between watching on Twitch and YouTube?
No ads on YouTube.
That's annoying. Wait, aren't you subbed though, Hannah? There's no ads.
That's true, actually. Yeah. What is the difference between watching on YouTube?
The only difference is you get custom emotes on Twitch.
Yeah, that's true. Which means Twitch should technically be better. Except we have no good technically emotes. Oh, actually, we have infinite Weekdays, so that's okay. Why don't you pin the link to Twitch in chat? It's because I don't care anymore. I hit affiliate. It's like until I'm close to hitting partner, I don't think it really matters. You know. So that's why.
Are you putting Do the Luddy on there?
Not yet. I'll put it on eventually. I was gonna do that before you guys got here. I just thought of it while I was sitting around, and I had to go to the bathroom, and then you guys got here, and then stuff happened. Anyway,
I'm at 5K.
I'm gonna spend all of Matt's points. I'm gonna steal his phone and then spam all the points.
I only have 95K left to go.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's get back to the game. We have a lot to do. Got probably 3 hours of content to get through. We want to make sure we can actually get through it. It's already 8.
Yeah.
And you guys gotta get back.
Maybe 2.5 hours.
Well, we'll see where the chapter ends. You just don't like Twitch. Okay, I see how it is. Oh, I was gonna do that later. Okay, we'll do that later. I was gonna sign back into your Steam so I could.
Oh, play Isaac?
No, so I could just reset the permissions.
Oh, gotcha. So the permissions got yeeted?
I think that's what happened, unless someone was playing your library.
I do have a friend who plays quite often.
So that might have been it then.
But I mean...
Yeah, I don't know. I could not tell you. Either way. Okay, let's pull up the...
He's playing through my whole library. It's funny. Because I don't play any of my games. He's made it through Baldur's Gate. He's made it through... I have to look at my library. He's made it through Baldur's Gate. He's on Monster Hunter.
Uh-huh.
He's made it through Cult of the Lamb. He's made it through... There's 2 others. I just think it's funny. Dang. He's put 120 hours in Baldur's Gate.
Where's my... Okay, let's see. I just need to figure out where I put my camera. I literally don't remember. Camera's top right, top left
Well,
camera.
no, sometimes it doesn't matter top left. Sometimes you have to move it.
Why? Have we ever have to move
depending on what
top
happens
left?
When it's the cross-examination and the HUD moves to the top.
I don't think we ever... Oh, do we? I don't remember. Okay. Well, We'll figure it out. The great Ace, and before our saves all gone, and it's over, and we'll never play this game again.
Did you beat Dicey Dungeons?
No, I'm working on beating it.
I saw a stream that said finally beat Dicey Dungeons.
I definitely have never had a stream like that.
Maybe I got confused today when you're like, I beat this game in 3 hours.
What
the heck is this? This is new.
Oh yeah, my anime waifu mouse pad.
Which waifu is this?
The VTuber.
Which VTuber?
Inksy. VTuber.
You watch
Virtual
this VTuber?
YouTuber, yes.
Oh, they're not a streamer?
What?
They're not a streamer?
They are.
Oh.
But they do shorts content a lot too. That's how I found them. Why is this not full screen? There we go. Let's see. I have no idea what's happening. I have.
I know. Just send it.
What in the world? What case even is
Oh
this?
yeah, the one dude was shot.
Just keep it going.
Is this the art case?
Show mouse
Remember
pad
the
to stream.
policeman dude? The
I have an
policeman that
outguard
always
says
would
I
eat
need to
French
know.
fries?
Nope, sorry, you have to be here
Would
for
he
it.
kill? Do you remember the guy that would always eat the French fries?
Oh, Gregson died. The red hair.
Redhead.
Yep. And then Holmes dyed his hair red and then dyed his hair blue.
I have an outguard. I'm flying over.
And then the dude's brother.
Okay.
It's coming back.
We'll figure it out. I hope everyone's got their voices. Oh, it's all me. Great, I love it. Oh, there you are, Otto. What kept you, my dear fellow? Hello, Mr. Sholmes, Gina. I'm glad you guys are here, to really help out. You sure about what you said in there? That the boss, actually died the day before? Really? No, I'm not sure about anything I've said at this point. It's pretty odd to swallow.
Yes, I was shocked by the revelation too, Gina.
As was I, possibly more shocked than both of you. It's not a competition, Mr. Sholmes, but I was more shocked than all of you put together. Okay. This is the autopsy report in question, is it? Yes, it's strange that there's no time of death noted. I suppose there's a simple explanation, or perhaps I'm still doing this.
If it was deliberate.
It was a deliberate omission.
It was a deliberate omission. If it was deliberate. Puts me in mind of the last case we worked on. Dr. Side.
Why are you saying death note, Evantef Guard? I know. Anyway, it seems that on the day before Lord Van Zeeks discovered his body, Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League, so perhaps something happened with them. Chom said death noted? Oh. Come to think of it, you had trouble with those League men too, didn't you, Mr. Sholmes? You were taken in by their trick. No. Naturally, I wasn't taken in, as you put it. My sleuthhound interest was merely piqued slightly by the rare scent of a weekly £4 income. The killer used the death note to kill Gregson. That's it. You solved the case. And that scent masked the underlying scent of deception, I suppose.
Where's L when we need him? Two criminals in question are the pair we saw being arrested yesterday, aren't they? In Mr. Sholmes' suite, I mean.
Oh, this is awesome.
You can take over a voice if you like.
Hey, no, once we get to the courtroom, it's like 5 people
I
are
know,
in,
yeah.
so...
It's true. That's right, Suze, and it was me what took him in. Thanks to a tip-off by a good law-abiding citizen. Indeed, yours truly. So it's going to be that pair in the witness stand next, is it? Something doesn't quite make sense to me, though. The day before Inspector Gregson was found, you hadn't had trouble with the Red-Headed League yet, had you? I totally read what? Had you, okay. Why would the inspector have been investigating them? Well, the likely explanation would be that in Gregson's own sleuthhound interest was piqued by the rare scent of a weekly £4 income. Don't tar him with the same brush as you, Storms.
What does that even mean?
Yes, well, then there's the whole issue of Inspector Gregson being investigated by Lord Van Zeeks for some reason. I'm curious what this game was like in Japanese, because obviously that's all been localized, and I have no idea what they'd be using in Japanese.
The Reaper, the Red-Headed League, Inspector Gregson, Lord Van Zeeks.
Oh, that's right, the Reaper killed Van Zeeks' brother too, and that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how these are connected. Oh, and the Cosmo's back too. Yeah. And Cosmo. Yeah, that guy.
We're going against Cosmo.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I feel as though he knew we'd arrive at this point somehow.
Gosh, I think you're right.
What's he really trying to achieve here today? I forget. Is our defendant Van Zeeks? Are we defending the racist?
Wait, yeah. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because they think that he killed.
Yep, alright. All the answers will soon be revealed. Observe the time, my dear fellow. This recess will be over very shortly. Yes, you're right. I have so little clue what's
funny.
going on.
When I do this stream, it makes me yawn a ton. Matthew was saying when he reads Harry Potter in the car, because we'll do that sometimes when I'm driving, and he just yawns and yawns and.
It's because you're just that bored.
No.
I get it. I understand. Don't worry, it's over soon. Cosmo was determined that he should be the one to prosecute this trial, and he was determined that I should take the defense.
It's not gonna be over.
Just what is it that he's hoping to make me see, I wonder.
That was just a lie.
I get the feeling that we're a long way from the end of this trial yet.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
No, we're towards the end relative to the whole game, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready then, Mr. Sato? Should use those
Yes.
channel points. Pretty tempting, don't you think?
1 point. Well, and maybe if there's a Luddy on.
One, it'll be there. It's gonna be 50,000 points, so you can even redeem it.
No, I'm trying. So on the computer, there's a little green bubble that pops up, and it shakes, and it says bonus points, and you click on it. You click on it every like 45
Yeah, they have that on
minutes.
they have mobile too.
Oh, okay. I just don't know where it pops up, so I'm waiting to tap on it.
Well, you
Gotta
better
farm the points.
maybe you
Hey,
should pay
it's your
attention
time, Zach.
Oh,
instead of farming points.
In the name of Her Majesty,
don't do
the
that.
Queen
What do you mean? It's his voice.
I declare this court to be in session again.
Again, truly is the right word.
We resume the closed court hearing of Baroque Man 6 here present, who stands accused of murder.
Oh,
Now then,
Prosecutor Atsugi.
Prosecutor Asogi.
my lord.
Yeah, you know, the judge is so slow, he can't even keep up with the text boxes.
Stopping the
Oh, come on.
witnesses and the
You're gonna kill your
question.
Didn't kill your voice.
Yes, the two members of the Red-Headed League who planned and carried out the deception.
And you wonder why these streams take 3 hours.
I know, right?
They arrived not long ago from the local prison by police carriage.
Very good.
So long.
Bailiff, usher the two men into the courtroom.
I feel like he just gets older and older every time.
Ah, whoa.
Oh, who are these people? Have we even seen them
Those
before?
people are you.
These two men are currently being held by the police on suspicion of attempted extortion. You may omit your occupations, but state your names now for the court.
Hello, Sims 4 default Sims.
Hey, Akronis, welcome back.
Okay, I
I'm
mean,
Sundown.
yeah, he has his own YouTube gaming channel and dev channel. Which one do you want, Ivana?
I'll take this guy.
Okay.
I am Fabian de Rosseur,
You think I'm gonna kill my voice? That's not gonna make it 2
a
minutes in.
descendant of the great de Rosseur family from Nice, en France.
Ah, we'll call you Ark then. Sounds good. Just like the
Vana has
past
been
game.
studying French for 5 months in preparation for this role.
Yep.
Wow.
Literally Duolingo every night.
Wow. Give him a heavy Russian accent or a Scottish
I can
accent.
do this
It's too
one too
late.
if you want.
Do it.
Okay, sure.
And my name is Pepino de Rossi. De Rossi. I am the third of the great familia de Rossi. Yes. The landowners from Napoli.
You know, I just had spaghetti for dinner. Shall I bring you up a plate? You can eat while while you're
appointed
voice
at a
acting.
boarding school for European nobility.
You would have done an Indian accent to ruin the character. This is why you're not the one streaming Ark. Just kidding, but I would not have chosen an Indian accent, to be fair.
Those who graduate from Temsik are the future leaders of Europe. But do you have any idea how boring it is to be born with noble blood?
Wow, first world problem.
Wow.
Alors, I make it my mission to get the better of the world by employing the little gray cells of my brain.
I perfected the accent to annoy phone scammers. Wow,
Wow.
That is all I'm trying to do, huh?
that is dedication, Ark. So, that's the only reason for this whole grand deception you've been carrying out.
Oui, you could say that. Not bad, eh? He has the grand ideals, but the petty plans.
I tell them what you're gonna do.
This
Call the
train-
police because you're gonna shut the center down until they hang out. Okay. Yep.
This strange combination is the charm of the hilarious brothers.
So you're not brothers, though.
See, Capo?
The Rosu does not seem to.
Listen to me, Peppino. I have two things to say to you.
Che? Are you about to tell me one of your grandi anecdotes? Evviva!
Firstly, I want you to stop calling me this capo. And secondly, we are not the hilarious brothers. Wait, hilarious brothers. It's hard to not do Spanish. This is serious business.
Che bello! There it is, the capo's trumpet card. The furrowed brow.
Wow, so he's Italian.
It is deep, huh, Capo? The furrow. And the meaning of your words.
The court has been led to believe that under the banner of the Red-Headed League, you have conspired to swindle money from unsuspecting members of the public. Is this true?
Oui, c'est ça.
And what exactly was the nature of this deception by which you planned to defraud?
Alors, I will explain it.
That is the point of the judge voice. It's just to get
No,
older and more
Capo.
senile.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
You see, we both have the vivid red hair, no? At school, we were teased for this pity. Is this without pity? The capo here, he was many times behind the schoolhouse crying like the Trevi fountain.
Aye, those dogs! One day the world will respect us redheads.
Every night he would bury his head in his pillow.
C'est bien, Peppino, enough. I will explain the rest.
That was not me. He cut him off. I do understand what you mean by that arc. It definitely does give Oompa Loompa vibes.
The first step was the newspaper advertisement. About 1 week before the plan was put into operation, we listed the same notice in every paper in London.
Yes, we saw that notice. It was this one, I believe, entitled "To the Red-Headed League."
Wait, is your computer still gonna like flicker if you rub our feet on the carpet?
Yeah, I mean that's not gonna have changed.
Okay.
Oui, c'est ça. I am honored that you have it, that you have seen it.
I did not know they were doing a female pirates film arc. It states that the only condition for joining the league is having flame-colored hair, and that if you satisfy the interview panel and are admitted into the league, you could receive a weekly income of £4.
On the date specified, red-headed hopefuls gathered in droves at a park specified in the advertisement.
What? What did you just say?
Advertisement, she's an advertisement.
And from each person present, this pair took an application fee of 5 shillings.
And with the money to France, it was a plan most elegant, no?
Okay, so you're French, and is this person Italian?
Italian, I
Okay.
think, yeah.
No, it was most dishonorable. But to be frank, I'm stunned anybody was foolish enough to be taken in by such an obvious trick.
The park was described by one witness as choked with red-headed folk, like a Coster's orange bear.
And the day on which all these men gathered to apply
He's not.
was the day before the victim was discovered. I know he's not. My
You're
name
kind of
Nancy's
speaking
voice.
like Vince.
He's
Sure,
got a
it
low
does.
voice though. Crucially, these two men spoke face to face with every single person present that day.
I have seen more red-headed people in one day than I would see in the rest of my life.
See. And now, every time I see the capo's hair, I feel sick to my stomach.
It's like an annoying Mario.
Cosmo sounds drunk or stoned out of his mind.
Anyway,
Boom.
why have we been summoned here today?
Sorry?
The date for our trial was not until tomorrow, I was told.
Naturally, neither of these men. It's hard to not do Ganzeeks. Naturally, neither of these men have been told any details about this trial. They've only been shown this photograph.
Very good. So, Mr. De Rousseau and Mr. De Rossi, you will now give your formal testimony for the court on the subject of the gentleman pictured in this photograph.
Of course. We are always ready to help with the law.
No. We need the senile judge. He works towards our favor by being senile.
Get the judge into a nursing home. I know he's like, oh no!
Forget the nursing home. Just put him straight in the coffin.
Oh my.
Get him to his deathbed. We had more than 1,000 red-headed people assembled in the park on Lime Street that day. But I don't recall the man in this photograph, eh, Capo? No, I don't remember him. Obviously, he's dead now. But I assure you, he was not in the park.
That's an impressive memory if you can remember over 1,000 people and know someone wasn't there.
Allora, this victim is nothing to do with us.
You have a lot to answer for, Peppino. It is your fault that we got caught in the first place.
You've given sworn testimony that this man in the photograph was not present. Can you be certain?
Oui, I am quite certain. We did not interview this man.
No, but he looking like this came to the park. This I can promise.
It must be noted that you have been arrested for a grand deception, however. Accordingly, this court has little confidence in your assurances.
Uffa, with this attitude, we get nowhere, huh?
He's really a sultan now.
This confidential document was obtained directly from Scotland Yard. It records an entry from the inspector's private diary dated the day before the incident. It reads Lime Street Red-Headed League undercover.
The answer.
And forever.
Maybe there was another similar event in the park on the day in question, eh?
There's no one from Scotland here.
That is ridiculous.
There's no question that Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League, which means it's quite possible that's when he was killed.
Very well, the defense may proceed with the cross-examination now.
Ah, yes, my lord. Well, I have no idea.
I have definitely not been paying attention to my lines. I don't even know what I even said.
reads Gina.
Let's see, you don't follow the man in this photograph.
Oh, I guess they're just not saying they don't remember.
Let's go and press this, I guess. This seems like it could be important. He doesn't look at all familiar.
No, I don't think so. And this is a wig, eh? He was trying to trick us. I do not like the people who are trying to trick the other people.
No, the butler did it in a different case arc. Says the con artist.
In the first case. Oh. If between them they interviewed 1,000 people with red hair, it would be unreasonable to expect them to remember every face.
No, senor. I may be small, but my memory is very large. I never forget a thing. In my opinion, I do not think this man was in the park.
But he's not going to give the court a definite, it seems.
Eh, Capo? You didn't see a man like this, huh?
Hold
He's
it!
dead now.
But according to what you said, you spoke with 1,000 or more people that day.
Please, that's true. True. My eyes were burning by the end of the day.
Surely then you can't actually remember every single face. How are you so certain that this particular man wasn't present?
Normally, the red hair is very distinctive, eh? Not when you have 1,000 redheads crowding around. That is just an eyesore. But if there was some other information you could give us, maybe then we could recall.
He had fish and chips.
That is not the line, Peppino. Remember, you do not remember him. You're sure of that fact, eh? If there was a man with a red hairpiece, but his mustache did not match the color, then I do not think I could have forgotten him.
Kazuma said these two had only been shown that photograph and they've been told nothing else at all. What if I fed them just one other detail about the victim? Perhaps
fish and
his
chips.
fish and
Oh,
chips.
yeah.
Let's go.
I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember in this situation. But what if I told you that the man was always munching on a packet of fish and chips? Do you remember a man who was eating incessantly?
Not really. I was looking only at the heads of the applicants. I wouldn't have noticed the fish and chips any more than the caviar and smoked salmon.
Oh, spaghetti. Me, I love this spaghetti.
Really? I had no idea.
Tell them again what you said before, Pepino.
Si, Capo, si. I say it again and again.
A sea monster eats fish and chips. Alright, I think we have to press this and we have to give him another... I think we give him another piece of information. That's not suspicious at all. Okay, let's see. His profession, maybe. Yeah, I don't think its name would really do anything.
Does a ghost animal eat?
I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help. Okay, well, I told you the man in the red hair piece was actually a detective.
Oh, you get to skip your lines, but we gotta read our lines?
That was the second time I was reading that.
The man in the photograph, a detective?
I get it, Ark.
A detective.
Yes.
Bamboo? I don't get it. What is
Boo.
the ghost?
It's like boo.
Bamboo.
It's a weak joke, I gotta say, Ark.
That's so dumb.
Yep.
A ghost.
It would appear he found your notice in the paper suspicious and decided to investigate incognito. Commando.
Why'd you look at me when you said incognito?
Built spot remark on my dog and he's gone.
Why'd you look back at me when I said incognito?
Because you looked my way.
The reaction. Sorry, but this changes nothing.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Something to add, Mr. De Rossi.
Is it
Si.
Rossi or Ross?
Si.
Rossi?
I am always adding something. Parmesan, olive oil, pepper.
What I mean is, did you not agree with your friend's last remark by any chance?
Eh? What did he just say? About the detective?
Yes, that.
Keep your mouth shut, Pepino. You have said enough already.
But why, Capo? What is the problem? There was a man who said, I am an inspector from Scotland Yard.
What?
Goodness! Order! Explain this bold face in your testimony, witness!
It's simple. A man who was at the park
Said to us.
said something that I don't know.
There was no such man.
It was the game of advancing its own. If it's cut off like that, just keep going. I'll look at the history if we should go back and read it.
Okay.
Madai, what are you saying, Capo? You forgotten, eh?
I have forgotten nothing. Nobody like this came to the park.
Basta, Capo, basta. You beat me at many things, but not who? The memory and the meals. Like I said, when it's time to eat a pasta, no one is a faster.
But you are inferior to me in every other way. So shut up.
Objection!
Wow.
Ugh. Doctor, the damage is done.
Indeed it is, sir!
Oui, there was a man who came to the park and he said he was an inspector from Scotland Yard. However, he looked nothing like the man in the photograph. He was someone else.
How can you be so sure?
Because, to start with, his face was completely different.
See, it's true, it's true. The man who came was a younger.
Oh, it was.
Nope,
His
it's
face was
Harlock.
clean shaven. His eyes were sadder. His chin was thinner.
No resemblance whatsoever, then!
Anyway, I was not going to be fooled. I took the obvious precaution and said to him, "If you are really a detective, show us the proof."
See, see, the capo here, he doesn't take a no nonsense, eh?
And he'll be 100 years next time you see him, Ark.
Excuse me. But he was well prepared. He said he had identification.
Identification? You mean official police inspector's identification?
That is most unkind.
Sorry,
Here and
man.
it's falling.
Also, no incognito inspector would offer his identification for inspection. It's quite out of the question.
Are you signaling me to open an incognito tab on Google? What are you trying to do, man?
That is gonna be a dusty skeleton? Definitely. Why would he expose his true identity?
Clearly the papers were fake. Certo, capo, you are a genius. As we say in Italia, it takes a thief to recognize another, eh?
And what happened after he announced that he was a detective?
He became very annoying. He said, "You are under investigation." I took his papers from him and chased him out of the park. It was fantastico! And look, here is the identification.
So you stole it from the man?
He had it coming. He made us very scared. But he was not who he said he was.
Indeed, the person described does not appear to have behaved as a true inspector would. However, I believe it would be prudent for these identification papers to be entered into evidence.
But I like them.
Well, let's take a look at who we got here.
Now, let us return.
Let's not return to the witness's testimony.
Open.
Well, I suppose we should see what this inspector's identification looks like inside.
Gina. Could be Gina.
No, they said he.
What is no picture?
Yeah. Yes, it definitely looks fake, doesn't it?
Out of interest, what name is given?
Probably just something plucked out of the air. It's Tobias Gregson. Wait, what?
Scotland Yard insignia. Looks genuine to me.
But how?
And the department identification number details are all correct as well.
How do you know that? Since when have you known those? Do you mean to say?
I know it seems incredible, but yes. I think this is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard. Obviously,
that's-
someone stole it from him.
That's unbelievable. This is the real thing after all? Great. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything else.
Prince.
Okay, well, interesting.
Ah!
Okay,
So then we can say that.
Say
Wait,
what?
go back. The victim has nothing to do with us, but then they have the thing. Wait, maybe not, I don't know.
Actually, I think we could present it. It is Gregson's ID.
Present it.
Objection!
Hold it.
Maybe.
No, it's objection. I wonder if I could ask you to examine this identification book very closely. Think that when I thought of it, I thought that it wasn't the thought I was thinking of when I thought about it when I think.
Okay.
Great. Miss Lestrade.
Why Miss Lestrade?
It's not.
What is your
Not
intention
many.
here, counsel?
Come on, man. You've only had 2 voices. Keep it together. Is this really a fake or is it genuine? That's the question, which we can't answer for ourselves.
Objection! Objection! Don't be ridiculous. No Scotland Yard detective would allow his or her identification to be stolen.
Wait, that's
that
not his
seems-
voice either.
That seems to be quite the. What happened to you, Cosmo? Did you get hit on the head again?
You got a new voice actor.
That is the boss's. No question about it.
It can't be.
As I suspected. The undercover detective who attended the Red-Headed League's enrollment on the day in question was the real Inspector Gregson carrying out an incognito investigation.
Sotalo!
Order!
But if the boss had his identification stolen, he would have reported it straight away. I mean, it was always on at me about it. If you lose some report it at once, he'd say. Could it be then? that the inspector was physically unable to report it.
Physically, what are you saying?
Unable to. You're not suggesting.
Yes, it's quite possible that he was killed before he had the chance to report his identification stolen.
No.
The reactions are so funny.
Order!
I wish that Josh would do more actions. He just stands there.
He's the
Imagine the
judge.
judge was like,
He's not supposed to. He has to be calm and collected for the court. The defense posits that the victim was killed the day before his body. He was killed the day before his body was discovered at a location. Do you two have anything to say about that?
Look at the code.
pull yourself together, Pepino. Mon Dieu, you can behave a little more like a master criminal than that, no? Stop crying, Pepino, please. Otherwise,
Lumen, stop your whining and start talking.
I don't like that.
So you already did
No.
get caught.
I don't know, let's take a look. I didn't even get to read what the judge said. I couldn't, it was too fast.
I believe the court will need to hear your story in considerably
judge
great
has severe
detail.
constipation.
But you would tell everything or face the worst possible outcome.
You will dry your eyes and testify again about these identification papers and the precise circumstances under which you came by them.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Literally.
Yep. Great. I just got two crybabies on the witness stand.
The truth is, we took him prisoner and kept him for the night at our secret hideout.
No, the judge is incurable, Ark. It's just over. Might as well just let him rest in peace.
Even though I didn't think he was a real detective, I was too scared to let him go that day just in case.
We took the man's identification.
There might have been a little tussle, but we did him no harm. And the next morning we let him go.
We spent the night in the next room. It was a night in that prison, really.
This is outrageous. You imprisoned the man.
Also, they did this in front of thousands of other redheads? I'm confused how this went down.
It was a prison. He was very comfortable and a calm and a happy. Aye, Capo?
It was never part of my plan, I swear it.
A fault. So you think it was a fault? My fault, eh? Just because I got the date of the ferry wrong by one little day.
I do not think it was your fault. Your fault, Pepino, I know it.
No. Per favor, Capo. It's not fair.
You shall have plenty of time for squabbling back at the prison, gentlemen.
I don't believe this. How could he have been a real detective?
Now, so for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination.
So on the day before the incident, Gregson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout. Was it Gregson that spent the time there, though? Alright, let's see.
Well, we just press on everything, no?
Yeah. That being this identification book here, correct?
See, that's the one.
What makes you believe that it was a forgery?
I never seen a real one, of course. But he was so suspicious, this man. Allora, I was thinking, it must be falso. Eh, Capo?
Oui, it is just as Pepino has said. We were convinced it was not genuine.
And so to get the hilarious brothers, we took the man captive.
All we did was shove him inside a locked room. Then we made preparations to transport all of the money.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Okay, well. So that means he was still alive when they let him go.
Yeah.
What do you mean by a little tussle exactly?
Oh, it was nothing. Just a minor incident.
The false inspector, he was a real piece of work. Eh, Capo?
What happened?
Oh, fuck, it was a disaster. We give him a nice room, and what does he do, huh? In the middle of the night, he tries to escape through the ventilator.
Can you blame him?
We chased him, bien sûr, and we caught him again.
Can you blame us?
Yes. Wait, you didn't shoot the man in your haste, did you?
So what do you think we are? Of course not. I simply caught hold of him again and took him back to the room.
Excuse me? Mr. De Rossi, is something wrong?
Hey, me?
Something Mr. De Rousseau just said seemed to make you, well, it seemed to make you act even more strangely than usual. What was that all about?
Cavolo, at times like that, you don't want to have the capo after you, believe me. And I speak from personal experience.
Personal experience?
That is enough, Peppino. There is no need to say more.
But why stop?
The truth is, the night before we put the red-headed lead plan into action, I was scared. It was not fair to the capo, but I tried to run away.
It's a shame you didn't manage it.
But the capo here, he came after me like the turbine, huh? And he dragged me back to the house, kicking and screaming. I still have bruises to prove it, eh, capo?
Bruises, you say?
You wanna see, huh? You wanna see my fantastical bruises?
Going down a weird route I did not want to.
That's enough now, Peppino. No one wants to look at any part of you.
For once I agree with Rousseau.
Point to the door where he touched you, Peppino.
What to do, huh? I show you or I don't. I show you or I don't.
Show me!
You do it now.
Wow,
Now.
you're really into this, aren't you?
Lord, if everybody wants to see, then I do it.
I don't know about everybody there, Peppino.
Echo, you see? Still very
Is it
visible,
this
eh?
I
line?
guess.
Yeah.
That red ring around your neck, you got that when you were dragged back to the house.
See, the capo sometimes he is a very something.
You said that enough. Pino's neck is nothing to this. Nothing to do with what we are talking about here. You have my word.
You can't tell.
Wait, what?
I was gonna see if you could see his neck. Let's see. Oh. Resulting instant death. Nothing about anything on the neck either. Okay. Come on, Judge. Stop focusing on the points.
Ah, yes, what is your opinion, counsel?
About this red ring on Mr. De Rossi's neck. I wonder, does it matter? Yeah, well,
No!
probably important.
No!
Mr. De Rossi, I'm going to have to ask you to amend your testimony with details about that mark on your neck.
Hey, capo, you see? Everyone is interested in what I say, huh?
Very well, you
Like
will
weird toxic
amend
relationship.
your testimony as requested,
You-
Mr. De Rossi.
See, if you really want to know.
You know, sometimes guys are just rough with each other, you know?
That kind of rough.
Or
Guys are just rough with each other, you know?
are you saying that red mark was caused by
See, a big collar.
Made from the leather.
a leather collar?
Bitch, this is true, Mr. De
What's
Rossi.
this game and like having weird crap? What? We had a Saint Bernard at home when I was younger.
That's the kinky stuff, the
It
BDSM.
is
That's the
still
title
there
of the
from that
episode.
time. He's a strong.
No, it has to be a line from the game.
Very
Rousseau
strong
and
chain.
Peppino BDSM. I had a collar from back in the day.
All had around.
Oh, that's what it's called. A strong chain, question mark. Put it in.
And you put that around your friend's neck?
That's the title. You put that around your friend's neck, question mark? That's such a good title. Put it in. You put that around your
I'm
friend's neck.
sorry, I was so angry that
And you
he
put
was
that around
leaving
your
me
friend's
alone. Yes.
neck. You put that, question mark,
That.
around your friend's neck, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, asterisk, emotional,
Friend's
asterisk.
neck. Exclamation point.
Asterisks, 18 plus asterisks.
It's okay, it's already 18 plus on YouTube,
Really?
not on Twitch.
Why?
That's how it is. If there's anything below 8, no, actually, I don't know. Actually, I think it's not for kids. I don't know. It's okay. I just know it's not for kids. Because if it's for kids, they can't put comments.
Okay, but there's a difference between that and an 18 plus.
Yes, I don't
18
know.
plus,
I
you
think
have
it's
to
not
click-
18 plus, actually.
Yeah, you have to click I am a.
Sure.
You know what's funny? You can stream Isaac and have your stream not be 18 plus, but in order to buy Isaac, you need to verify your age.
Yeah, there's a lot of games like that, like Resident Evil 4.
That's stupid.
Well, I mean, YouTube's just not going through and like verifying ages. It's all for games.
I'm just saying. Yes, I am minus 12 years old. I set my birthday to the 1500s to get my YouTube.
Perfect.
Okay.
The Cronus, the vampire.
You did not have to tie the chain to the leg of the bed, no?
That's what it should. That's actually what the title should be.
I'm not typing shit.
No, you did not have to tie the chain to
That's
the
too
leg.
long.
The
Weird.
bed, though.
Kinky,
too long anyway.
Abusive.
This is some weird BDSM. Look, he's getting like all hot and heavy.
Oh
You-
my god.
You didn't do that
think
to
he's nervous, but
Inspector.
really he's just like flustered.
You didn't do that to
He's
Inspector
full
Gregson
right now?
as well, did you?
Oh yeah, he did.
Wait, the people are equal.
did.
Is the couple years motto, eh?
Look at him. He's getting close.
Oh my god.
It's starting to sound a lot more like a prison all of a sudden.
The cowboys are tough, but the cowboys are rough.
I don't think that's a butt you need there, Rosie.
I shouldn't have done it.
I shouldn't have done it.
So, the following morning, when you released the Inspector,
Hold on.
He had the red ring around his neck just like me.
Pepino, s'il vous plaît, leave it now.
Now you know, huh? The capo here. You don't want to tangle with him, eh? But for the inspector, is not so bad.
Wow. And so I bet Herlock Sholmes has the thing
Wait,
around
go back.
his neck.
Go back. Go back. Oh, never mind.
So you could probably present the case, like the autopsy, and say, hey, there's no red ring around the neck.
But like, what is that?
it's not it has to do
Proving
with his death. It's not like it killed him.
But it just proves that it wasn't Gregson.
But
I
you
don't-
can't really see his neck in the photo. Go back to the
No, but
photograph.
the autopsy report doesn't mention
know,
the
but go
neck.
back
It
to the
would
photo.
mention the neck. It'd say bruising around the neck.
Click on the photo.
Dude, it's just.
You can't see. The neck is there.
I'm
and it's
aware,
not.
but it would say the autopsy report would say bruising around the neck, and it doesn't. I know it's Sherlock. Sherlock. Wait, Sherlock Holmes entered the public domain. They can call him Sherlock Holmes now.
Well, this game was made before that time, so.
They could patch it. They could throw out a patch.
It's fine. It's what's wrong with Herlock? Herlock Sholmes is a character too.
What if they changed it? Would you be mad?
I don't care. Why would I care? I mean, Herlock Sholmes is also a character. Like Arsène, like the guy who wrote about like Arsène Lupin, the Master Thief. Like he wrote Herlock Sholmes, and then copyright happened, so he changed his character's name to. He wrote Sherlock Holmes in his novels, but then copyright happened, so he changed the character's name to Herlock Sholmes. That's where Herlock Sholmes comes from. It's an actual like name.
Interesting. I could put Mickey Mouse in my game.
Yeah.
He entered public domain.
Make sure you don't cross the trademark though.
What does that mean?
There's trademarks from Mickey Mouse. So that means you can't just copy like modern like aesthetics from Mickey.
But now you can do the old Mickey.
You can do the old Steamboat Willie
yeah,
Mickey.
Yep.
I don't think you can even call him Mickey Mouse in fact, because that's trademarked probably.
You probably can.
You probably have to call him Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie?
Probably can't call him Mickey Mouse. You can call him Yuki Moose or Moki Moose. Anyway, I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Moki Moose.
Mario.
Should we just press on the things, I
Monkey
guess?
Moose.
Hold it!
Do you realize what you're saying?
You have to believe me. I never intended for that to happen. And I'm sure the detective did not intend it either.
Oh, I'm sure the detective did not intend to get chained up by the neck, tied to a bed,
You
and
think?
forced to spend the night. Do you think?
That's kind of weird.
But there was nothing else I could do.
You could have not tied him to the bed. Could have not chained him to the bed.
See, nothing else. It was the first crime for the capo. He was at the end of his wits.
Yeah, terrible first crime. Came your last.
I have told you before, Peppino, that is not the way to describe a criminal mastermind.
What about this hideout of yours?
Old empty house behind the park on Lime Street. We rented the place for 2 days. It was an inspired idea by the capo here.
An impulsive idea, I would say.
No, not impulsive. Inspired. Hey, capo? What am I supposed to say to that, huh, Peppino?
And it was in the house described that you combined Inspector Gregson, was it?
Oh, oui. But you have to remember, I was under the impression that he was a pretender, not a real inspector.
Yeah, he was into the kinky stuff. He was pretending to be a detective.
costume.
That doesn't quite add up, though. If you didn't think that the man was a real inspector, there wouldn't have been no reason for it to take him prisoner, would there?
No, you are right. You couldn't be completely certain.
I'm not sure what to present. I feel like presenting Inspector Gregson's photo might be it.
Wow.
Too scared. Why?
Because why had he come to the park? We did not know. There was a chance that he had seen through my plan. And if that was the case, he would go straight to the police station to blow the whistle on us. Drink my juice.
I do. I like this up the whole thing downstairs.
Even if he was just feigning to be an inspector, he was up to no good, huh? Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I think most people would agree that it's you two who were up to no good.
Well, see, you may be right. Hey, capo. The point is, we were not able to escape from England immediately. It's why we had no choice but to take the man prisoner.
What I don't understand is why the inspector felt the need to show you his identification in the first place.
See, I asked myself the same question. Excuse me. We were writing down the names and addresses of all the people who took 5 shillings from that day. I've forgotten what name he said, but the address, it stopped me. See, address, Scotland Yard, Homicide Division, he said.
What?
He probably didn't like your face, Peppino. Anyway, I was not rude. I just politely asked him why he had said it. That's when he started to say he was an ex-inspector. Not long afterwards, I took out his identification.
What was Inspector Gregson playing at?
Tell the court what happened next. You took him back to your hideout, you say.
See? We did!
Now clearly the Pino from Pizza Towers is this guy. This gang came out first.
It's the crossover.
Okay, I think we just present the photo.
I think Pizza Tower's made in gaming.
You would know better to me. I think the idea is like you can't actually see the mark on the neck. And I think you would be able to see the mark on the neck.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I think we present this. But it could be wrong. There we go.
Heck yeah.
So the day before his body was discovered, Inspector Gregson was taken prisoner while working incognito.
No. It was not like that. It was hardly a prison. It was an invitation to stay. It was only...
However,
consensual.
However you describe it, there was one glaring inconsistency that remains.
What inconsistency is this, counsel?
I thought his name meant yes. I thought he was playing hard to get.
I thought his safety word was no. I thought it was let me go. I would ask the court to look closely at this photograph of the victim, Inspector Gregson. You will see, there is no red ring visible around his neck.
But that makes no sense. It was me who took the collar off the man in the morning. And I saw the red bruises on his neck, just like I have.
Given that the mark is still clearly visible on this witness's neck, we'd expect to see bruising on the victim, who was put in the collar more recently than Mr. de Rossi.
Indeed, that is most peculiar.
What will tell you, huh? Huh? We say this from the beginning many times.
Oui, Peppino is right. The man in the photograph is someone different to the man we held captive that night. These guys are fun.
Order! It would appear then that on the day before the incident, a man who visited the park on Lime Street posing as an incognito inspector was not Inspector Gregson at all.
You know, honestly, incognito is coming up so much more often than I would have expected in this case.
Objection!
If that's true, however, how do you explain the inspector's identification? This is a genuine identification
Well,
book
someone
issued by
stole
Scotland
it
Yard. It's inconceivable
before.
that someone stolen such an important item from the inspector. The prosecution made the assertion
Hey, someone stole it, you idiot.
And we also
Really,
know.
your method acting over here.
And we also know that the inspector had made a note about the Red-Headed League in his diary for that day, which surely means we can't divorce the two events completely.
Did someone say divorce? I hate you, Karen! Inconsistency noted by the defense is most troubling. If it were the real Inspector Gregson whom these two red-headed gentlemen encountered, the carpet would have matched on the fact that no bruising can be seen around his neck. Defies explanation. But equally, if they actually encountered an imposter, how did that person come to be in possession of the real Inspector's identification? Does the defense have some plausible explanation, counsel?
The whole thing defies explanation.
No.
It is for precisely these occasions that we keep meticulous notes in the courtroom, Mr. Naruto.
My court record.
Because those are the facts, and the facts cannot lie.
Okay,
No,
Vincent
the
here.
facts can't lie. Even when they point to something so incredible, it's almost unbelievable. Well, my lord, the true identity of the person who turned up in the park for the Red-Headed League's enrollment is revealed. Did they spell enrollment wrong?
Yeah, they did.
Enrollment.
They need another L.
Enrollment.
Is revealed by information in the court record, I believe.
Good gracious! Very tantalizing, Mr. Naruhodo. But why don't you help us all see whatever the truth it is that you've apparently seen? Who exactly was this inspector that appeared before Mr. De Rosso and Mr. De Rossi? Who is sus?
Though it seems incredible, I admit the undeniable facts only point to one thing. That's
You
it.
know what's funny, actually? He tried to escape through a vent. We can actually say Sherlock Holmes was venting.
It's us. Since no bruising
The
can be seen on
information
the-
I'm presenting before all of you, I know he was venting.
I saw him venting. Since no bruising can be seen on the victim's neck, the person who these two red-headed men took that prisoner that day cannot have been Inspector Gregson.
In other words, your whole argument up to now has been a waste of time.
Objection! On the contrary, I haven't finished.
What? Nani?
There's no bruising on the victim's neck, so the question immediately posed next is who exactly was this man in the park on Lime Street, found to be carrying Inspector Gregson's identification?
I think they just said the same thing like 5 times. from different
We
perspectives.
tell the same story every time. What? The capo dragged him from a pillar to a post with the dog collar.
Oh, dear Peppino, I was not so harsh as you say, huh?
So, who was that person?
arse.
So,
Harsh. I was not as harsh as you say. You were harsh on my arse. I can't help it. You'd spell both of them
oh,
the same.
who was that falso inspector, eh? Who was he?
Clearly the defense has an idea about that. But the true identity of the men, these two imprisoned that night.
You know, I think that someone
I
stole.
must ask the count.
I think someone stole Gregson's identity and then also planted the red thing.
I think it was Gregson. I just think he's so chubby, chunky that.
It just immediately recovered?
Yeah,
He's
like
had some
it
more
just-
fish and chips and it just
Yeah,
came back.
Yeah.
I must ask the counsel for the defense to elaborate post haste. Who checked the witnesses encounter in the park posing as Inspector Gregson?
It was freaking. Yeah, it was.
What doing?
Where are all these characters coming from?
Whoa, who's this?
That's
Cosmo?
Yeah.
Whoa, why his portrait look like that though?
I keep going through
Who
all.
are all these people?
Yeah, what the
Oh, these are like most. Okay, these are the like.
Wait, who's that witch
juries. The jury. One of the. She's the one that had all the firecrackers.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Who the
Okay,
fuck is
so-
Daily?
Who?
This kid.
It's yeah, you know. Oh, the warden, the warder of the prison. He's the guy we never saw. It's her. It's the person and her husband. That she asked us to track down.
Oh.
We've never seen this guy.
Oh, okay. Yet.
40?
Yes.
He looks like he's 13. How is he 40?
The judge did it. He was so senile. He forgot everything.
Who's that guy?
What?
Oh, that's the other judge.
Yeah, this is the judge from Japan.
What the frick?
Okay, I
It was
guess.
Susato!
I guess it's Sherlock Jones.
Yeah,
I guess.
it has to be.
It's surely no secret. This is the identity of the. Okay, it's not.
Oh, really? On what grounds?
Well, I said it was no secret, but that part is.
I really thought it was.
Tell me if ever a penalty was in order.
Okay.
It's now, I feel. Train him to the post!
Like the punishment, the capo can lend you his collar if you
Yo,
want.
I'm on the
huh?
same wavelength of this game.
I don't know if you like
Perhaps
that.
my learned friend needs what? Cosmo. Excuse me? My guy is saying Barack Van Zeke lines. My learned friend? What? We're from the same place. Perhaps my friend. I'm gonna self-edit this. That is not in character.
Maybe it's learned in a different sense, you know?
Maybe his short time with Barack convinced him to be completely
He's
racist.
become- he's
at the
become
Well,
time.
didn't he
whitewashed.
forget his memory and stuff? Maybe he forgot that he was Japanese.
He became whitewashed.
There's mirrors.
He also recovered his memory.
Are there
Perhaps
mirrors
my
during
learned
this
friend
time?
needs
No,
to
just kidding.
experience what it feels like to be dragged around the streets by the neck.
I'll use my imagination. Thanks.
Why
Okay.
would you say that, Cosmo?
Well,
That's the most
it's not
out of
really-
character, left field.
The red ring produced by the collar is clearly crux of the matter here.
Yes,
Oh,
the
yeah,
bruising.
so
Oh, we
look
we
at the
must know
pictures.
someone. We must know someone with the
Red
bruise on the
ring.
neck.
Have you seen that movie, Thomas?
Looking
No.
at, oh, right there, the guy. He's got the red ring around his neck.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Oh my gosh, you've never seen The Shining?
No.
You haven't?
Goodness me, isn't that?
One of the witnesses who was in the stand in this very courtroom earlier today.
I did not expect it to be that guy. I have no idea what's going
A
on.
nameless man whose only occupation appears to be peddling hearsay to passersby.
Objection! What on earth would a street seller be doing with a police inspector's identification papers?
Let's ask him ourselves.
Witnesses, is this the man or
He
not?
has a freaking accent. Is this the man or not? What has happened to his lip?
Huh?
See, this man is not for the red-headed league, eh? He's looking for the twisted lip league, no?
Perhaps rather than making such a rash claim next time, you should bite your lip instead.
At least he's not saying Nipponese. True.
Saying learned friend.
You could be learned in many
That's
ways.
like
Maybe
saying
that's-
like saying brother
maybe
with a
that's
hard R.
not- no.
It's not racist, but you're starting to
Brother.
associate with some of them. Hey, brother. Whoa, hold on.
It
But
seems
maybe it
improbable,
was-
yes. but
maybe the translation from Japanese is like not as like harsh
Maybe
as it
learned
seems.
friend isn't. Like,
No?
it seems improbable, yes, but one undeniable fact remains. During his testimony earlier, I noted something around the man's neck, a red ring of bruising.
Eh?
We're just about to suppose this guy's kings. He clearly just likes doing it to himself. The defense demands that Mr. Gossett be brought back to the stand.
Be Brett.
Order, bailiff!
What the heck? That's-
You gonna say your line?
yeah, I did.
No, bring the affirmation.
Oh,
Bring the information witness back into the courtroom
Did you not see it? Skip the thing.
immediately!
nice, dude.
Nice, proud of it.
This guy's like.
Well, I never! An undeniable ring of bruising indeed! An undeniable bruising around your ring.
It's
In
identical.
my ring, I mean butthole.
What are you saying? Keep going, babe. Come on.
And identical to that of the witness beside him.
That's not me, that's you.
Now,
Yes,
what's
it's-
going on here, eh? I've always had this. Me, it's a birthmark, innit? A birthmark, you say?
No, he's trying to cover up his hickey. In the birthmark.
Oh my god.
I assume the reason you've been recalled to...
It's literally your voice, just more like.
I assume the reason you've been recalled to the stand has been explained to you.
I'm somewhat bothered, Inspector again. But I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong as usual. You're denying all knowledge of it. Well, of course I am.
You dragged me up pretty bad.
Are you trying to kill me with all this
I
nonsense?
forgot about this, dude.
Well, at least you'll have more stories to peddle back on Fresno Street, won't you? Now, we're going to need you to testify again.
And you, Mr. De Rousseau and Mr. De Rossi, I'm sure you'll cooperate, won't you?
Do we have any choice? I'm big in trouble, eh, Capo?
He looks so sad.
He
Quite
reminds me of
enough.
those like little fat frogs with a tiny face.
Oh my
They're,
gosh.
Like big like blubs.
That's quite enough to let dilatory chatter. Proceed with the testimony.
It would be so entertaining to actually go to court and have a judge that's like,
Oh yeah.
proceed with the testimony.
Ah!
The man who claimed to be an inspector that day was definitely not this man.
It's right, see? You think we would forget these grand lips, huh?
He got
Oh my gosh.
Yo.
And what is he doing to the table? What is he doing?
Yeah. You think I would forget to leave the lips? Whoa. Hey, that could be the title. You think I would ever forget to leave the lips?
I never leave Fresno Street, alright? I've no interest in any red-headed league.
Oh.
The way his lip flops like it's limp on the side angle disturbs me.
That's not the only thing flopping in the scene.
You know, I'm all alone in the world. Me, I've no kinfolk or nothing. Why would I be involved in something like that?
Fast on that animation after that line.
Just look at me, eh? Does it look like I could carry on with the skies with a face like this?
This is his disguise. I see.
It would certainly appear that we have the wrong man.
Lily just did lip surgery, you know?
Oh.
What
Lip
have
filler.
I been telling you, huh? There was no need for this pointless testimony.
That's right, I'm just a simple peddler, remember? Fresno Street's all I know. How would I have come by a police inspector's identification book, eh? Well, yes, that's hard to explain, but...
A brief cross-examination, I think. So very brief.
No, the lip cannot stop flapping. It's his signature, it's his
He's
signature
flapping
move.
at himself.
Ugh, isn't there anyone in this courtroom who thinks I might be onto something?
I stand steadfastly at your side as always, Mr. Naruhodo.
Azuma supports me through his silence. I could tell.
He supports his learned friend.
That's right. Okay, let's see. What should we press?
It's I think
guy,
his
this
face. Keep going. Keep going.
Press the
Keep
birthmark.
going. This.
What do you
I
mean?
think this one.
The birthmark wasn't part of the testimony. Maybe you could say with a mustache or a beard to cover that lip up? Cover that lip? Perhaps. Oh.
He goes, if I was a...
But if I was going to stick some fake facial hair on to cover up this fine specimen, I'd end up looking like his lordship over there, wouldn't I?
Guilty! Get the hell out of here! I assure you, my lips are entirely unremarkable. And I would ask you not to cast such scrutinizing looks in my direction. counsel. Oh,
Sorry, my lord. My imagination just got the better of me there.
I used to be a married man.
Well, Inspector Gregson did wear a mustache, of course.
You're right, he did, so perhaps he was hiding something himself.
He could barely have hidden a crumb in a mustache of that size.
But his mustache wasn't that small.
Savage.
His mustache was like decently filled, I would say. Where's Gregson?
There.
He's got like a decent, that's a thick mustache.
But it wouldn't cover that huge.
Sure, I'm just saying. You can hide more than a crumb.
Anyways, the detective we spoke with had no facial hair at all. I feel like it's so obvious the guy freaking like wrecked his lips on purpose or something.
Yeah, but how do you even wreck your lips like that? That
I
doesn't
don't
make
know.
sense.
I don't know.
How do you write your lips?
I mean, there's a lot of things you can do.
Well,
See.
sorry.
See, the guy is right. He was a clean shaven.
What did the judge say?
It certainly seems beyond the realm of possibility that this witness could have disguised himself as the victim.
And this does and it is. Well, he was clearly a third accomplice.
What's your feeling, Mr. Naruto?
Oh, I didn't realize you were saying. That's the extent of their testimony, is
The
it?
guy got out through the vent, brought another guy back into the vent. They got that guy. That's the guy. He drugged the crap out of him.
Well, what Mr. Gossip says is undeniable. It would be all but impossible to hide those lips with any form of disguise.
Oh my gosh.
Perhaps, yes, but nevertheless, the mark around his neck is equally undeniable. And it's identical to the one that Mr. De Rossi suffered.
Yes, that's true. Oh my gosh, why am I scrolling so much
Why?
today? Well, why does the whole disguise idea just keep playing on my mind? Disguise. Do we have anything in terms of disguises?
Hey, wait.
Yeah, the red hair.
We have the wig. I don't think that really
No, wait.
matters.
Go to this guy. Wait, stop. This guy.
I think this is that guy. I don't think the eyes quite match. Well, you know, eyebrows kind of match, I guess. Actually, his eyes are just closed too. It is him. His hairstyle matches too.
Hairstyle.
The hairstyle matches.
Yeah.
Oh.
Called it.
Wow. Okay, well, put it together somehow.
Oh, I wanted to
Just
voice act that guy, but
missing.
you've been doing it, so it's
Well, maybe you'll have a different voice.
Holy, look at his wrist.
What?
What?
Yo, that's a streamer wrist right there. Look at that. Look at the red. Hold
Oh,
it
it's
up.
like super
It's
bad.
fine.
Look at it. It's like bright red right there. He's embarrassed.
Because I'm literally
He's
holding it
embarrassed.
like here. Well, why do I have to show it? Why does it matter?
Yeah, no, yeah. Why would anyone
the
be
red
interested
ring.
Yeah,
that
okay.
I had an
Should we-
extreme reaction to?
Yeah, it's fine.
Balls to get me in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, go back. Go back to.
You don't think I would forget the rose lips? Where's that statement? I want to remember.
All right, let's do it.
Why?
Ask and you shall receive. Well, yes, I don't imagine I'll forget those lips in a hurry either.
Oh.
That is what I am saying. For some reason, it makes me wanna eat. How did Fabian call it? An eclair.
I'll fetch his eclair.
Oh, that's not. What is with this guy?
You know, I've never seen the hair as black as yours before either.
Likewise, I've never seen red hair like yours until I came to Britain.
See, maybe it's a national trait. Eh?
me want to eat how you say eclair, like your hair. Okay.
Maybe all the people from this man's country have the grand lips.
No, lad, I was born right here
Here we
on
go.
Fresno Street, and I've never left.
That's proof that he's from here.
Ufa, that is a problem, see?
So you definitely didn't go to the park on Lion Street that day, Mr. Gossip? No matter. Now how many times do you want me to say it, eh?
You think if we like were to press the thing now or present it with the guy's
Yeah, it would not-
picture, it wouldn't work.
No.
Even though we figured it out already.
Yeah, we did figure it out.
Oh. Alright, well.
Well.
No,
You always figure it out
Yeah.
like 20 minutes before you actually.
I've no but wait, go back one. Yeah. Cause he does. He's missed like his wife.
I'm all alone in the world.
You mean you have no family? No, none at all. So I spend my days on Fresno Street peddling tidbits to passersby.
Tidbits.
Tidbits.
That's
Emphasis on the tits. Hoping just between us.
Well,
This
the
is
people
that
are
eventually
tidbit.
someone else with lips like wine will come along.
okay.
I don't think so.
You may be right.
She might as well settle for me.
Anyway, that mark on your neck is just too much of a coincidence for us to ignore. What's a fella to do then, eh? If you don't believe me, we're at an impasse. And there is nothing I can do but flick me lip. It looks like I'm not going anywhere unless I produce some proof. You're basically saying I got dressed up and posed as some fancy inspector, are you? Well, it's beyond me how you think I could do that.
You're literally dressed up and posed as it.
So he says. Alright, keep going. He stopped thinking who Fiddle's husband.
No, and it won't
Oh,
be
and
for a
wait,
while.
can you go
Robert.
back? Go back to the description.
There's
He
no
appears to have
particular
no,
face
yeah.
features.
So that's totally there, and that's gonna get changed. I don't know.
Yep, you do on the left. It's.
What?
I have my chance.
Oh, really?
This game still is not over, Rob, yes. For a while, that's unreal. What's for a while? What?
I said it. No, it's not. I answered his question like 20
Oh.
minutes ago
You
when he actually
misremembered?
sent it. But I know you ignore people, so I said it.
What do you mean? 917?
Literally
I'm
the
joking.
60 seconds ago.
But I answered it and I said, no, not for a while. He said, dang, not for a while? That's unreal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sundown.
Sorry, I like timing my answers after I finished reading something instead of instantly replying in the middle of my statement. So I'm like, I'm all alone in the dang for a while. That's unreal. No, yeah, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's see. I think
I think we still need to like press him on more stuff to get more info out of him.
okay. Hold it. It has to be the photo of Mr. Virgil. That's what I'm thinking too. But so you'd heard of the red-headed leak, have you? You don't get a name like Gossip for nothing, eh? It's my business to know what's going on.
The ice melted in there. I did not take the ice. I didn't
What's
take the
going
ice.
on?
Like
Wow.
what now?
I sold that tasty tidbit to a fair few redheads that came past me.
You drank it all.
Yeah, it's mine.
Just between us, I even got sandwich to cop up to it.
Well,
Did
he
that out of
does-
spite. That was 100%
What?
spite. Drink.
No, it wasn't. It's my own drink. I'm gonna be drinking it all.
I pick it up. I'm like, are you gonna have any?
Wait, there was like a sip left. A sip for me. Like, as in, like, your sips are like half the cup, but my sip is an actual sip. Well, he does have a very red nose, if that counts.
Who knows? But as you can see, my hair has not got a hint of red in it. And in any case, Fresno Street's my patch. You won't catch me sidling off to some other part of town.
So.
No, sir, not likely.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
You sure it's the photo? Well, maybe you should be a little less sure, Arcodus. Mr. De Rousseau.
Ivy, can I help you?
Did Mr. Gossip's word just now lead you to remember something relevant, perhaps?
And
It was the other day when I was looking for a place near the park. A small house or something.
be the headquarters of your red-headed league, yes.
I visited an housing agent on Lime Street and there I saw him. This man was paying money to the agent.
What? Mr. Gossip with a housing agent?
Oui. He had some kind of contract in his hand, and they were clearly discussing terms.
But no, you're mistaken, chum. I've never left Fresno Street. Me, like I said before. You're mistaking me for someone else. Someone with the same face.
No, the capo is right. I remember it too. He was paying the man with the banknotes.
Listen to the notes.
Interesting. Like I said, that wasn't me.
I was curious why this man with the dirty clothes had so much money. So I looked at the name on the papers.
And what name was written?
How does he happen to look at
Mr. Gossip? He's just got that skill, you know? He's really good at looking at a
here we
low
go.
angle.
No. Listen, man, he lies. Tells you that he has no name. But in fact, his name is Hugh Boone, huh?
Huge boom.
Huge Boner. Is better than Mr. Gossip, I think, see?
No!
Hey, wait.
I'm a peddler.
Yeah, what is that?
Huge, like, boon? Like wealth?
No, I.
Yeah, boon. Yeah.
Is he so wealthy?
Oh.
Huge boon.
I'm a
Boon
peddler.
is like a gift. Like
Yeah.
boons from the gods, like gift.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
In Hades, they say it all the time. They're boon.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm a peddler of tidbits and informations, like I said, on Fresno Street, and that's that. Isn't it spelled peddler?
Are they misspelling peddler?
Go back.
What are you talking about? Peddler? I think this is the... No, I think this is right. This is how you spell peddler.
Peddler? I don't know.
Maybe it's like the British way of
British,
spelling
yeah,
it.
it's British,
It might be the
so-
British way of spelling it, you know? Like how there's gray with an E or an A. I don't much like folk talking about my personal life.
Aye, indeed, and it is not the intention of the court to invade the privacy of witnesses.
Oh, hello, Genie. It's been a while.
How do you say that name?
Genie?
Genie?
Genie.
You know this person?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's someone with someone else with the exact same name. But I have an idea of who it is. The
Hello.
Google says it's 2 ways to spell it. Okay, maybe it's like an English and an American way to spell it.
Peddler.
Very well, I shall respect your wishes, sir. The aforementioned name shall be redacted from all court records of this trial, assuming no objections.
Objection! I'm sorry, my lord, but the defense does object. Because the name just mentioned has a very deep significance to this case.
Good gracious! You similarly object, prosecutor Asogi!
As it happens, my lord, that particular name has already been mentioned during today's proceedings.
I never, in what capacity?
Hugh Boone. Name of the leaseholder of the room.
Let me put this very simply.
Owns the room.
The victim's body was discovered in your rented room.
Spoke too soon.
I suggest, sir, that you start talking.
Well, alright. I suppose that might be the case, eh?
Wow, what a body.
Got that dad bod going. So your real name is Hugh Boone.
Hugh.
Well, just between us, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but there's no finer peddler of tidbits in town. So I happen to be able to afford a grubby little room in a falling down backstreet townhouse.
You do?
And once every 6 months, I go and pay the rent to the agent on Lime Street. I remember now, there were 2 vulgar redheads in there last time.
Aye, if either of us is a vulgar, he is not a me.
Sing again, Pepino.
Why didn't you bring this up before?
It's like I told you already. I don't like talking about my personal life. I'm a titbit peddler as far as everyone else is concerned. No fuss.
You will update your testimony to include this most surprising revelation, Mr. Boone.
If I must.
So the leaseholder Scotland Yard has been looking for since the body was discovered has been here under our noses all along.
Well, let's
Wait,
press
so wait.
this.
Hold it! I want to go back to the history and look at the people again.
People? Like what people?
Like the one dude. They're not the history.
Oh, like there, okay.
Is
So you same VTuber right there?
No? What?
That star.
Honkai Star Rail.
It is? Is that your ticket?
It's just that, no, it's just like merch from like the game. It's a gacha game.
Bought mine.
Well, no, I got it for free, but you got this by ordering at a restaurant somewhere on the East Coast in the States. Or no, there's like 4 like places around the States that they're doing this promotion. Like if you bought food, you got like these.
So it wasn't free.
Well, I got it for free because my friend bought multiple. The March ticket, yes. My friend got multiple, and And yeah, since he had 2, I just got the other one. I just asked if I could have the other one.
Sorry, I'm just looking. It gets updated every now and then. I just
You're
gotta look
saying it
at
as if it's like
updates.
something that's like sus. Ah.
So you live in that room, presumably, do you?
An interesting, likely story.
No,
I'm looking at everything.
no, I don't live there.
Why you only got 1 Harry Potter book, and why is that the 5th one?
The worst one.
Maybe it's my favorite one. You
No,
hope,
it's not.
you hope I play Team Fortress 2 sometime? I don't know about that one. If you get enough channel points on Twitch, I guess.
No, he played. Oh, Team 4. I thought TFT.
No.
So he plays TFT all the time.
No, I don't live there. What do you think? There's no bed, is there? Just a desk. Then, why would you want to rent it? Well, I don't think I should have to say, really. I'm aware that TF2 is free.
And how about the notice board in there? Which was covered from top to bottom in confidential documents only the police should have had access to.
Oh, no, that board's not mine. The inspector must have brought it along. It's only the other bits and bobs that belong to me. The desk and the chair and that. People don't generally carry enormous notice boards around with them. The real question is, why was Inspector Gregson killed there in your room? Well, obviously, I've not the faintest idea. I mean, it's causing me no end of bother, to be honest.
What does that mean?
Like he doesn't
Not
bother
bugging
me.
me?
I mean, no, it's bothering kids. It's bothering him a lot. There's no end to the amount
no
it's bothering.
end of bother, right? And, yeah, okay. It seems to me that Mr. Gossip,
That's definitely
Mr. Boone,
a typo.
yeah, would rather as little is known about his room.
All right.
Would rather as little is known about his room as possible for some reason.
Okay, wait, I've noticed this about
Such a hard-
translated games.
Yeah.
To start, super well translated. The last, like,
It's because
20%, they give up. Genuinely, it just goes so downhill.
it's just because they start, they start losing focus. It just starts becoming auto.
They just know. I think what happens is they pay for it, and then like we gotta like get this out, and they rush the ending.
It's because they eventually go to Google Translate every time.
I guess so.
Who needs to stop touching
Would rather
his-
as
No,
little
it's
is
fine.
known.
Yes, it does come across that way, and more importantly, knowing that the scene of the crime is used as actually his room completely changes things. In particular, there's one part of his testimony that really bothering me now. That's how I'm finally going to undo this man.
Whoa, that's how I'm finally going to unalive this man.
Okay. I rent the room where it falls. What difference does it make?
Man, I've given you like 50 clips to farm. I'm not gonna lie.
What clips?
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? So many funny moments.
I can't think of very
Clip
many.
of the dude humping the table.
I'm
while
not-
laughing?
that's not a-
no, that's an S tier short.
I would not say so.
Oh my.
Would not
gosh.
agree.
I click on the girl picture,
I don't think this is gonna be anything relevant right now.
I can't wait for the day you
Found
can afford
on
to
a
pay
desk
someone else
at
to
the
do
scene
your
of the
short.
crime.
I also can't wait for that day.
Wait, but Mrs. Vigil is the fiance
Yeah?
of the guy.
Yeah.
And it was found on the desk.
But right now we're talking about the room. Oh, was this found in the room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I don't think this has to do with the
No, maybe not this sentence, but like
Yeah.
I think that has to do with something. Because it was in that room.
Sure.
So maybe go.
It's this
found.
statement for sure.
Well, actually, yeah. Why not? Why not
Okay.
press it with that?
All right.
Huh?
Like press. He's like, I rent the room.
Nope,
No,
wasn't
it's
it?
not Dang it.
Yep, that last statement was contradictory in a number of ways, I think you'll find.
Okay,
Sure. That's right, in a number of ways.
Oh, nice.
Perhaps it would serve you well to concentrate on your efforts. Yep, yep.
My
okay.
bad.
All right.
600 points this stream.
Good job.
The wrong
Okay,
hack.
so he
can't
rents
remember.
the room. Okay, we go to the other ones. Rent the room for the-
No, it's this one for sure. It has to do with the room. So what are the ones we know about the room?
Dismiss.
I don't think there's anything details about the room here. Nope. Let's see, this
Click on-
board. It's a bloody handprint on this back.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, and he had the bloody. Was it him that he was talking about how he had blood on his hand or something? Oh, I forget. Go to
Watch. think
But why do we think it's this sentence?
because it was the one that was added, like after all that entire conversation. So I believe it's actually this bloody handprints.
Okay, do it.
Maybe.
You won't.
Okay. Nope, it was wrong. I'm wrong. Well, Matt, your turn.
What are we doing? We have to present something to prove what?
Why the room item matters that he was found in this room.
I read the room where that is true for what difference it makes.
Well, go to the what's the on the
present
newspaper.
the newspaper. No, just present. Don't even look at it.
What is
Present.
the newspaper?
No, I got a good feeling. Present.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, why? No, before we have a good feeling about it.
You just wanted to put us down to one life, didn't you?
No, I'm the same
Now
scum.
we're save scum. I'm not redoing all this.
What if we could redeem points to you can't say?
Oh, I would love that, honestly. I would have no issue with that.
That would be so funny.
But that,
Or like in Baldur's Gate.
But that doesn't make sense.
No
It's like,
save.
'cause, like you can't enforce that in a sense. I guess I could just intentionally not load the autosaves.
Just right now, next hour, no saving.
Oh, maybe not for the next hour. Now that we found.
That'd be pretty
It's a
fun. That'd be a
liar.
pretty fun redemption. Now maybe I'll add that one though.
Do it.
Anyway, we still need to
But
figure
only
this
but
out.
why are all your redemptions like so expensive? Like 500 for a water sip?
Yeah, because I don't want you to redeem that much. I'm trying to harm you guys.
Hey, wait, you're going so fast.
Clearly. Did you save?
Yes.
Mr.
Maybe.
So something about Mr. Vigil. What is that? What is that thing?
It's him about losing his job as the warder. Or
matter.
warden.
Doesn't matter.
But he used to be a warder.
Maybe it's the candles?
Yes.
Maybe it's the candles.
Okay.
Candles.
Yeah, weren't the candles in the room?
What candles?
Yeah,
What
those
is-
The
candles.
candles that he shot through
But that
and
was
others
just to
burned
prove
out?
that it had been like a
Yeah, but he said the
shot.
only thing he owns in the room is a chair and a table. But there's candles.
So
Present it. I
you
don't know,
say
sometimes
like
the game's stupid.
the only
Do it.
thing I have in my bedroom is a bed and my lamp, like and
Does
my
anything else
light
make
on
sense?
the. I don't know.
A going
sounds weird.
once.
What are
A
you
going
doing? What
twice.
are you
We're
doing?
gonna present the candle. It's right.
It's right. Oh,
Stop.
this is also found on the crime scene. This is also found at the crime scene. So these last three items have been found on the crime scene. Well, this one's also found on the crime scene.
Why is it important that he was found in that room? Because of the candle.
Why the candle? Explain a little more.
That's why it's important of why he's in the
But
room.
why?
Because there's a candle in the room.
And why is that important?
Because that's how we know the time of death. Because someone shot the candle. Even though the candle
yeah.
burned
So
out.
that
It
was
did?
already an important thing.
Because that's how we would have gotten the ID.
Wait, what?
The reason why it's important that Gregson died in his room is because he went in the room afterwards to grab the ID after Gregson
We can
died.
try it.
Present it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, no, guess
Yeah.
what it is? It's the candle.
Okay, well, we'll present the candle.
Oh, why would it be the candle? I just don't.
Well, I'll let the game explain. How about that?
And before it's not even the statement.
Bum, 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 bum.
Alright, all you.
Objection!
Okay, great.
Dang it.
Another good feeling, huh?
Okay, let's be honest. That newspaper was literally just because you wanted.
We didn't even read the newspaper, did we? Should we read the newspaper? Maybe
We've read all the evidence. Like we've
But
read all
I
of
thought the
them.
newspaper was like a new thing. Wait, can we look at the newspaper? I just want to look at it.
It's just about the Redheaded League.
There's nothing
I
else. Other
don't
public
want
court,
to read the paper.
cholera. Wealth.
Thomas has demons in the corner of his room.
What?
You say.
I see them out the corner of my eye.
What? What are you looking at?
The demons in the hallway. Just don't worry about it.
Demons? Is that what you said? I didn't know you said.
Yep, that wasn't it.
What was this? What did you just do?
The police, the key thing.
Every time we save scum, 20 push-ups.
Maybe we should just keep pressing a little bit more.
50 push-ups.
Yay.
Right, keep pressing. Press.
Or keep. What are other things that he says? I'm all alone in the world. Wait, go back. Go back. Now do the girl.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does make sense now.
Objection!
That
There
does
we
make
go.
sense now. Yeah, wow.
Because I'm like,
Oh.
why else would? I mean, there's got to be the connection to know, like, oh, so he's Mr.
If you have
Vigil.
no kinfolk, as you put it, then explain why it is among the sparse furnishings we found this photograph in the room. Oh, I presume that as you've been renting the room, that this photograph belongs to you, does it not? Oh, Will. Mr. Boone, drop the pretense and tell the court exactly who you really are. I don't know what you mean. I'm a peddler. I keep telling you so. You really don't need to bother with me. Please just leave it alone.
As the man says, leave it alone. Whatever the truth is about this man's life, it has no bearing on this case. Shut up, Cosmo.
What?
It's simply not possible that he impersonated Inspector Grayson.
Objection. How can you be so sure?
Just look at the man.
How would that be
No
normal?
amount of disguise could ever hide those
Jeez.
unmissable features.
Objection. But what if we were to look at this the other way around?
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Yes, Counsel, whatever.
Finally,
Well,
we're getting to it.
there's no denying that Mr. Boone's lip is very prominent indeed. But consider the possibility that his prominent lip itself is itself part of an elaborate disguise. Then hiding that prominent feature, in other words, revealing his true face, would make an utterly impenetrable disguise. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Hugh Boone?
Cube.
Hugh.
Ooh!
Good witness. Are you still hiding the truth from this court?
If that's a disguise, then underneath it, his true identity must be.
The lip's fake.
Yes, that's right. There's really only one person he could really be. My lord, the defense believes it can reveal Mr. Boone's true identity to the court.
No.
Please, no.
Oh, yeah. Very well then, Counsel. What?
Baby.
Is the true identity of this peddler who goes simply by the name of Gossip on the Street?
Take that!
Your real name is actually Mr. Vigil, isn't it? Mr. Daily Vigil.
I don't recall that name, Counsel. Who is this Mr. Virgin?
It's a name I encountered yesterday, my lord. It has to do with a certain client of Herlock Sholmes. A young gentlewoman came to the detective asking him to locate her missing husband. The woman in this photograph, in fact, this is Mrs. Vigil.
What?
From what I understand, you haven't returned home since the night before the inspector was found dead. But of course, on that night, you were being held captive by the two red-headed league men.
And last night you were put up by the prosecution service in preparation for testifying in this trial. What?
Doing Van Zieg's voice. It
No,
seems.
it's not. That's not Van Zieg's. Because we've been led to believe that you, Miss Venus,
No, that's Snape's voice that you do when you.
and Mr. Sandwich were all homeless. Being important witnesses in this case, we need to know where we can find you, of course.
And that explains why you've not only been unable to return home, but also unable to contact your wife, who's been beside herself with worry, waiting for you at the Vigil residence. No, just you hold on a minute, what I'm talking about, really. It's simple enough matter to confirm my suspicions. All we have to do is pull off that disguise. No, please.
Bailiff, bring Soap a sponge in the wash bowl at once. Mr. De Rousseau and Mr. De Rossi, you will restrain the witness.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to use those
Why
two
would
to restrain
they-
them.
Whoa.
We, my lord.
Look at that smirk. Look at that
They're
pervert
like
smirk.
so happy to do it.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, they've done this before.
Not
His
again.
smile.
No, stop. Get off, please. Don't. Oh, wow. I don't know. I don't like the direction Ace Attorney has started heading. No wonder we took a
And
break.
here he is.
It really was fake.
Yep.
I knew it.
Wow.
Do you want to voice him now, or?
No.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
Well, you're now seeing your true features, I presume.
How does he have all these clothes?
Lift your head, sir.
It was underneath the
So the
really
court
baggy
can see
clothes.
your face.
You can see like he had like a giant bulge on the stomach and everything, He's
Also,
hiding there.
his whole body has transformed.
Yeah.
Like he's like
Yeah, now he's wearing good clothes.
Normal?
He's like
not
he was
just
like wearing
weird
he was
and
just wearing like
scraggly.
he was like wearing 10 layers over his clothes, obviously.
But if you like go, I guess you can't go back. But he like looked like taller and like scrawnier.
I mean, I wouldn't say. I think he looked like bigger, honestly.
Really?
I would say so. Here,
like-
I'm pretty sure we can look at. Oh, well,
It will appear that
Go on
my
to
glasses broke.
go on to here. Wait, here. I can look at it right now.
Freak.
I mean, we can go back.
Let's see. No, it's okay. I can just do this.
You have a knife.
A knife?
I need because the screw popped.
Oh yeah. Do you want a mini screwdriver?
Do you have a mini screwdriver?
Yeah. You want to open that shelf top to the left? Right? No, shelf right to you next to you. The left, right there. Pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. There it is.
Wow,
Like, look at this before.
Hold on, I'm doing surgery.
Like, look at this
This has all been a
before.
very elaborate deception.
All right. I have to go back to the present.
Like, look at the difference. Look at that. And maybe he's just standing weird.
Yeah. He's just holding up his shoulders intentionally. And like he just has really baggy clothes. It's like his posture is changing. Posture check.
Yeah. I know, right?
Dude is actually attractive now. Calm down.
I guess this one shows like the better posture.
Yeah.
Wow, this is so much easier.
But he looks taller for sure, though. Here.
It's because
You
he's
know?
slouching. Oh, you know, he looks shorter because if you look at the top of where his head goes, it's definitely not as high as where the door goes, it looks like. Or it looks like he won't go the same. No, because
No,
like,
I'm saying his shoulders
the
look
top,
like look at his
because
shoulders.
he's intentionally
Go
lifting
to
them.
here.
Because he's intentionally lifting them.
All the way up. I
He's
guess.
hunching and then lifting his shoulder. He's literally being the hunchback of Notre Dame. All right, well,
Wow, where do you buy that? Oh, screw.
like hardware stores.
Maybe like a knife tip
Home
every time.
Depot? Have you heard of Home Depot? Electronic stores, Best Buy. A lot of places, honestly.
Sponsor.
Anyway.
Okay.
So witnesses, tell the courts, have you seen this man before? What is going on? We just uncovered the ultimate disguise. Fake lips and disheveled hunchback.
I don't believe it, but see, there is no question. This is the inspector we saw in the park.
Extraordinary!
I guess he looks more tall there.
Surgery's been conducted on the desk, don't worry about it. On the day of the red-headed league enrollment, the man claimed, oh, there you go, maybe this is how they spell enrollment. They spell it like enrollment with a single L again. The man claiming to be Inspector Gregson, who appeared before Mr. de Rousseau and Mr. de Rossi in the park.
Was you disguised as the inspector? Or rather, was you posing as the inspector in no disguise at all?
Yes, not at a single voice line yet. Good thing I have not come up with his voice. Mr. Vigil was formerly employed as the chief warder at Barclay Prison.
Just do the same voice.
The chief
I was
warder,
actually thinking about it. It's like, that's actually just his voice.
and your career had promised. Why would you quite possibly have become the future governor of the prison?
Wait, also, wait, don't click anything. Looks like the judge's chair is like Bowser's.
Bowser's Shell.
Yeah.
He's the
What
final
on
boss.
earth have you been doing, peddling tittle-tattle on Fresnel Street?
Well, it's been 10 years since Mr. Vigil worked at the prison.
Whoa!
I get so in the moment, you know? 10 years?
I'm really dreadfully sorry about all this. Yes, it's true. I am Daily Vigil.
And you were the chief warder at Barclay Prison 10... Wait,
Years ago.
Barclay?
Barclay.
Barclay Prison.
Like clay bars?
Huh.
Barclay? 10 years ago. So where did Mr. Hugh Boone come from?
Boone is the other me. It's a name I invented.
Well, indeed, there's a great deal under the surface here.
I'll explain everything. I'll tell you just how wretched my life has become.
It's funny seeing all the detail in this guy's face. And then it goes back to like, Naruhodo. And he's just like so plain.
As you say, it was 10 years ago now that my employment as Barclay's chief warder came to an end.
Wow, no cutscene, just fade to black.
Yep. it came right back too.
I know.
It's the end of the game, you know, I understand, they gotta ship it, you know?
Having left the prison service, I searched for some new occupation by which to earn a wage.
Wait, do you get achievements for completing each mission?
I don't know. Why?
Because I'm really interested to see how many people finish it. Because I talk about this, I'm like, the first part of your game is the most important because
It's true.
80% of people play it and like less than 30% of people beat your game.
It's true. We
So
can
it's
check.
like,
I'm
who
sure.
cares
I'm sure it
at
does.
the
We
end
can
of the
check.
game, you know?
We can check. I will say, I think it's less that Naruhodo's less expressive. It's just that over time, Naruhodo has the same expressions that you see over and over again. This guy probably has the exact same amount of expressions as Naruhodo, but you probably see them in much more rapid succession. Because he's
No,
just doing the same expressions over.
No, I'm not saying the expressions.
Oh.
I'm saying the detail in his face, like
Oh.
like the way they drew him.
Oh, okay.
Like he's got like those eyelashes and like all these lines on his face, and
At least like JoJo Season 2 and Naruhodo's JoJo Season 1. Oh no, wait, it's the other way around. The other way around. Whichever one where they smoothed them out or whatever.
Season 4, the 3.
I started watching JoJo with Ivana.
yeah,
Season 1,
it's
she
pretty
liked
good.
it.
Wow, which part though? Which parts did you like?
So, I mean, she had a dream about, she's like, man, I had a dream about like the dude punching the frog and breaking the rock in Season 1.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
You
that.
woke up in the morning, like, bro, I just woke up with this dream, like you punched a frog and it broke a rock, and I was like JoJo?
It wasn't punching a rock. It was something that had to do with like.
Punching a frog.
It wasn't punching a frog though, but it was similar.
Anyways.
What times were hard in the... Yeah, well, sorry, keep going. I
No,
didn't-
that was it.
Okay.
I thought you'd be interested.
Oh, yeah.
I guess
it
me,
is.
okay? You know?
It is. But at the same time, it's like, you guys want to get home at some points? The
Sorry for trying to make stream entertaining.
But times were hard in London. I found
Actually,
no
I'm completely
Making a good time.
invested in stretching the stream out as long as possible.
In desperation one day, I turned my hand at selling wares on Fresno Street. But your wife appears to know nothing of this. She still maintains that you are the chief warder at Barclay Prison.
Oof.
I wonder why I was fired. I was utterly determined.
Hannah,
that
I agree with Ivana, honestly, about what?
About what, yeah? Determined that my wife
When-
should not know of my failings,
when was
which is
that
why I've never
Oh,
told her.
talking about the faces.
Oh,
This guy's face probably looks way more detailed.
the models. Yeah.
I opened an account at the bank under the name of Hugh Foon. And I rented the cheapest room I could find on Fresno Street.
See, like his face is so like
Simpler?
yeah, and even his hair.
Yeah, he looks plastic. He
Well,
looks
also,
I
like,
know. Yeah.
at the same time, like, they designed him, like, years before they designed this
Right.
guy. Literally,
They did?
yeah, because the games would come out two separate times.
yeah.
So they
It's
had
two
to
different
reuse,
games,
they had
right?
to- They had to reuse probably, like, or, like,
Yeah.
keep a lot of
It's
stuff from the
been
first
like
model.
5 years since an Ace Attorney game came out. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah, it's done.
It takes him 5 years to write, like, are you kidding me?
I guess so.
Think about how like kind of difficult it is to like find out.
A year. 6 months. My next game, I'll make it a VN. It's not hard. This is easier to do than my game.
Is it though? To come
Absolutely,
Up, to
you-
come
or
up
you-
with all the secret things.
Oh, I'm sorry. The next game Thomas plays past the Feather Serpent is going to be an anime VN.
Wow.
I'll learn how to
I'll look
3D
forward
model.
to it.
I'll learn how to 3D model just to prove
No,
that,
but
hey, they're
it's not the 3D
slacking.
modeling. I'm saying the
It's the story,
all the
right?
Story.
And it coming up with like a
What do you mean? You pick up the most rudimentary story
Alright,
possible.
yeah, let's see you
You
come up with a really
over-explain it, so like you say everything 8 times from 8 different characters.
I mean, I think it's like
There's Ace Attorney.
it's the overarching character and then keeping a story across all 5 cases, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I have 5 NPCs in my game that
That's
all
like
have character
writing a
arcs.
whole book, dude. I think you're.
It is-
making
it
a
is like
lot-
writing a
You're
book.
making
Dude, okay,
it
sure,
seem
it's like
a lot
writing a
more
book.
simple.
Brandon Sanderson writes 2 books a year.
Yeah,
That's
that guy's
Brandon
that guy's
Sanderson,
gonna
That's not normal.
Blake Peel writes a book every 2 years.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. But
It's
still-
It's been 5 years.
but
That's enough
still
time to write a
2
book.
years compared
5
to
years
this,
has been enough
plus
time.
all the other stuff. Like
Maybe.
it's like writing a book plus.
Well, I mean,
more.
if you look at that like that, like look at it like that, like why are they taking so long on Hollow Knights? They
We don't
clearly-
talk about Hollow Knight.
they-
That's not a we don't talk about that. That was not fair.
I think there's a
I
lot
think they
of
went through a
games.
depression.
I think-
There's a lot of
5
games.
years.
Maybe they went through
Plus,
depression.
babe, it's taking you 3 years to have your game come out. I mean,
Yo, they can work on this full time. They made millions. I've had to like work on my game after I get home from work.
That's like asking
and
what.
it's not
what's-
even done.
That's
Your
like-
game isn't even done.
I've probably spent a total of a year working on it. If they've been working for 5 years straight on the next Ace Attorney
I'm just
game,
saying, like, think about how many other games will take so long to come out. Like, The Witcher 4?
this is nowhere near The Witcher 4.
No, I'm just saying, like...
This is a side quest in The Witcher 4.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
But still, all the characters, I feel like they do go pretty in depth with like
Let's see.
all the different
Look how long
characters
Deltarune's taking
and
to come
all
out.
the different storylines.
Why are you gonna pick like all the freaking...
And then make it a game where you have to
Deltarune,
actually
first of all,
like,
no, Deltarune's come out.
Part of it. That's like saying releasing one case of Ace Attorney.
No, that's like part 1 of Ace Attorney.
Okay,
No,
I'd like to see
I don't know how big Deltarune is.
this,
How many chapters
like,
is Deltarune
No,
gonna
I'm
be?
gonna do a BN. Prove you guys.
Okay, that's
It's a lot
fine.
harder than it seems.
Indies
Oh,
can't
no.
compare to Ace Attorney though. Yeah, well, I mean, sure, it's true. Capcom is the big studio.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I don't know why they're taking so long on Ace Attorney. I mean, maybe they just don't want to release it. Maybe it doesn't make enough money, so they didn't want to go into it again.
Don't even.
Don't ask.
That's not even any...
Maybe,
It doesn't make enough money?
maybe sales went down from 5 to 6, and it's like, oh, 7's not gonna do as good.
You ready for this?
What is
Game
sales from
Spy?
5 to 6?
What is this game called? The Great...
Ace Attorney Chronicles.
I think we have websites that tell us how much this game made.
Okay, while they're doing this, like they have more resources. Ace Attorney is still so niche in the West.
Yeah, it didn't sell enough. It only sold 200,000 copies. That's not enough.
But
How much is this game?
I don't know.
$10. Let's say it's $10, which it's not.
It's not.
Probably like 30.
It's probably 60. It's probably a full game.
Oh, okay, 60. Yeah, $12 million wasn't enough for them to come out with another game in 5 years.
I mean, yeah. I guess not. Don't ask me. It's also big, like
Hold on,
big,
12 million?
big company.
My next game is for sure gonna be a VN. What the freak?
What does VN mean?
Visual novel.
That's what the title of the game is. All right, the scene of the crime we're investigating. Yes, that's right. A place from which I could emerge every morning at 8 as a squalid peddler and transform myself back every evening at 5 into a well-dressed man about town before returning home. That quickly became my daily routine. Dang, he must have made a lot of money, honestly.
Yeah.
To keep up his current lifestyle, rent out a new place, and just keep it up? Like, dang. And like, they're like rich people. They feel like they're rich people, honestly.
I was puzzled by the lack of furniture in the room,
That for 10 years.
but that explains it.
Master Peddler. But why on earth didn't you just tell us this in the first place? I have a wife, sir, and 2 sons. And
He's 40,
wishing to
remember?
I mean, I don't know. I just never seen any signs of any
Look at
kids.
He's 18.
Yeah, he's
And without
not...
wishing to sound self-conceited, they regard me with some pride. I couldn't bring myself to disappoint them. So instead, you decided to conceal your occupation from them.
That's what happens when you retire at 30. You just look young.
He's not
Okay,
retired.
stress
He's the
wise.
opposite of retired.
I guess it's...
I've made a terrible mess of everything.
Still, one thing doesn't add up. No matter how many titbits of information you could sell to passing gentlemen, even at 6 pence apiece, you couldn't hope to match the salary you must have
Exactly.
commanded as chief warder at the prison.
Yeah.
Very true. We've kept your family in comfort despite 10 years of somewhat misbegotten employment.
I became a Twitch streamer, sir.
That was all thanks to Inspector Gregson. Oh, he was doing secret investigations, I bet. What? Inspector Gregson? What on earth? It was some years after I invented Boone and begun my life as a street seller. He, the inspector that is, recognized me one day.
You mean to say the victim was an acquaintance of yours?
Uh-oh.
I knew him from my time working at the prison. When he saw what I'd become, he was deeply troubled for me and my family, and from that day forward, he visited me on Fresno Street with increasing regularity. Then one day, he asked me if I would carry out a secret assignment for him. A secret? What was it? Tell me your secrets. I was to impersonate the inspector.
What? Impersonate him?
Interesting.
Don't cause me to slice someone in half.
We always met in that little room so the inspector could brief me. That's you. That's you.
This is an arc.
Is it Gregson?
Yeah.
Visit Rossi tomorrow and take a statement from the proprietors.
It was always something along those lines. Surveillance work, interviewing people. On those occasions, he would lend me his identification so people who would believe who I was. My instructions were made to make an impression, to let people know that Inspector Gregson had been at work. And for those services, he compensated me financially. Wow, Gregson literally just outsourced his work.
Yeah.
A Scotland Yard impersonator willingly relinquished his identification into your care with intent to deceive. That, as I'm sure I need not point out, is a very serious criminal offense.
He's like an undercover officer.
But why? What was the point of you impersonating him?
I truthfully do not know. All I can say is that the inspector warned me on numerous occasions.
Now remember, Vigil, I need your solemn word. You don't blather like this to anyone, right? Ever. Even if I end up a croaker.
I mean,
He ends up dead.
dead.
When someone croaks.
In time, he started to bring papers with him to the room as well. It became something of a second office for him. So in fact, the person who declared himself to be Inspector Gregson at the park on Lime Street was really... Yes, it was me, acting on the inspector's orders. As usual, I removed my boon disguise, and then went as instructed to the park, armed with the inspector's identification book. It never occurred to me that the bruise on my neck might give me away. Who is the real murderer? It's Mr. Rossi.
The little guy?
The little one, he's the murderer.
It's me!
It's me.
Evil little guy the whole time.
I want to see the deconstruction. His breaking down.
Yeah.
Well, it would seem this confession completely destroys the defense's case.
Explain yourself, Prosecutor Ass-O-G.
Oh. My learned friend's assertion was as follows. The victim was killed at another location on the day before his corpse was discovered, at the hands of these two red-headed League men when they imprisoned the inspector.
But no, that can't be! After all, it wasn't the inspector that went to the park that day, it was me!
Wait, what is he saying?
He's saying
Goodness.
that it couldn't have been the inspector that died because Vigil was the one that went.
Couldn't be the one that died?
Gregson could have been the one that was killed by these two, because that was our case.
Yeah.
We're saying that these guys were the murderer, the redheads.
Finally, we have clarity. He had nothing to do with the murder
Of the inspector.
the inspector. And merci, Monsieur de la Défense, for proving it.
No, thank you. Ah.
Oh, what was that?
Ah!
These are witnesses, right?
Order! It would appear that we have reached a de facto conclusion of sorts. These witnesses had no involvement in the murder of the victim, as proven somewhat ironically by the defense, you idiot. Must feel real stupid right now. I hereby call an end to the cross-examination!
Parents probably think
Hold
I'm
it!
so weird.
That's you.
Distant.
That's too cool.
I just realized the door's open.
Yep.
No. Pardon me, my lord. But with your permission, I would like to pose one further question to the witness.
Azuma.
What question, counsel?
It concerns the events of 10 years ago. I believe you would have been present at a very significant execution that was carried out at the time.
10 years ago. The execution of the professor, Genshin Asobi.
He executed Genshin Impact! I want to know exactly what your involvement was with Genshin.
It's his dad, it's Cosmo's dad, but he's also the serial killer that roamed the streets of London.
Oh, fetch, yeah, okay.
Oh!
Answer me, man.
One moment, counsel. Is this related to the current case?
It very well could be. Naturally.
Wow, he plays it off so cool.
It is the prosecution's belief. that this case and the events of 10 years ago are inextricably linked.
Oh, does the defense concur, counsel?
Oh, nice.
Kazuma, you're not yourself. You're not as calm and collected as usual.
Poor Kazuma-sama. No wonder he's acting this way. Mr. Vigil's memories of what happened 10 years ago tell the tale of Genshin Asogi's last moments. His own father.
I know, I do understand that, but even so... Prosecutor Asogi, do you genuinely believe that this question requires an answer in order to learn the truth behind Inspector Gregson's death?
I need you to trust me, please.
Very well, then the defense has no objection.
Ah, I see. In that case, you will answer the question, witness.
The truth is...
The truth is, I remember very little of that time.
You've forgotten!
Yeah, because these guys are like 17. And he's 40, so yeah.
I'm sorry to say,
He could literally be their dad. That doesn't make any sense at all.
That really how old these people
Yeah,
are?
he's 40. Go back to
24.
No, no, no.
Well, I know, he's
Oh,
40.
he's 24, but yeah.
But they're like 20, they're
Okay,
mid-20s.
okay, yeah. But still, he could be
Easy mid-20s.
Sam, what's the
Student.
What's the first dude's name? First person? Main guy's name?
Ryunosuke?
Ryunosuke and Kazuma are like same age.
Is he like 17? I guess.
No,
I
they're
guess.
Didn't they both come over on their school trip?
Yeah, they're both about the same age.
Can we see our own age?
Susato's 16.
That's
What the
messed up.
bitch?
That's
The
messed
heck?
up.
And then go
That's
to
messed up.
then go to Ryunosuke.
We can't do. There's no Ryunosuke.
Wait, how old is Gina?
Asrat, 16, 18. Oh, she's older than Susato. What the heck?
Yo, what?
What the heck? Yeah, Kazuma's 24.
Wait, how old is her?
How is her?
10.
How old is her? How old is her? How old was Gregson? 43?
45.
And he's got gray hair.
Yeah, like 5 years difference? No. Like
Life did not treat him
The
well.
life difference between these two.
Life did not treat these two well.
Wait, how old is this dude? Hey, this is question mark.
we don't even
Same
know.
with Venus and Gossip. Oh, I guess Gossip is just him.
Wait, how old are the redheads?
25 and 26.
What?
Nice.
Okay. I'm sorry to say, yes.
How old is Baroque?
Van Zeeks?
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
I think he's like
Even in here?
he's like 30 or
I think
40
like
or
he's in mid 30s, yeah.
He is.
33. 53. Wow. He's aged well.
Sorry. Be a real man.
But
Everyone's
still,
age.
this guy's not 40. Like,
As I said, I resigned from my role at that prison 10 years ago. But for some particular reason, my memory of the events leading up to that moment is extremely hazy.
does that not strike you as strange, Mr. Naruto?
Sorry?
Well, 10 years is a long time. To have forgotten the reason why he left such an
Oh, that's true. He
important
left the moment when the
Probably
execution
means he
happened.
he let the guy go or whatever. Isn't that the whole thing? He got away?
job. I'm
He rose from the
confused.
grave, no, was the thing, was the
I'm
story.
confused. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you're right. And not only that, Mr. Vigil's claim contradicts what we already know.
The human spirit is a fragile thing. It's broken all too easily. Which is why we have a tendency to wrap it up for protection.
Sorry, the human spirit? What is this guy talking about? It's crazy. I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean.
When we experience pain and suffering that we feel unable to bear, we block it out, obliterate it from our memories, seal it away. But it never truly leaves us. If the seal is broken, the memories resurface. And when they do, that fragile spirit may finally be crushed.
But I really don't.
Kazuma-sama.
If it must be crushed, then so be it. Because the truth will not stay buried. It's coming out one way or another. One way or another.
Right. Now I understand. It's clear what his intentions are. He wants to sing. He's setting up his karaoke lines. He means to expose the truth at any cost.
Gonna get you.
Perhaps by pointing out the contradiction in what Mr. Vigil claimed earlier, it might cause some crucial memories to return to him. But should I? Should I present the evidence or not?
Nah.
Nah. Nah, we don't need it. I have no idea how this is going to go, but this is the court of law, and I have the duty to pursue the truth. Mr. Vigil, I'd like you to look at this. Evidence that clearly contradicts your version of the events. I don't know what to present here.
Wait, go back. Oh yeah, save it.
No fetch am I presenting here? What? What am I presenting?
Oh, I'm glad you
What's the
saved.
picture? Go to the picture of them all three together.
Oh yeah.
Is that how it's
No.
gonna do?
I have no idea either.
Wait, go back to the picture. Sorry, I'm just like, or what does it say?
Oh, sorry, you're still reading. Oh, let's see. So let's look at stuff that's related to the past. Not this, so maybe not that. Let's see. That's not it.
Photograph?
Oh, what is this?
Dismissal notice.
Oh.
Oh, all rights redundancy paid. It's definitely this. I'm just curious what it might be. Violated clause 132.
Does it say what that is?
Aiding and abetting the escape from this prison of convict.
And then
Yep, that's yeah. He literally let him go.
Take that!
Well then. Just a few moments ago, you made the following statement. I resigned from my role at the prison 10 years ago. Oh, well, yes. In other words, you claim to have left the post of chief warder of your own volition. Well, yes, of course. Why? Tell me. Do you remember seeing this document before? No, I don't.
he's in denial.
This is the dismissal notice ordering the immediate termination of a prison staff member's employment.
A dismissal notice.
And the name on the notice is yours, Mr. Vigil. What? What? It's mine?
So you didn't resign from the prison service at all. He's about to forget the whole trial. Blocks it out. For the same reason, you were dismissed as chief warder from Barclay.
For some reason.
For some reason.
No, there's been some mistake, I'm sure. I'm sure I tendered my resignation. This dismissal notice is nonsense. Is he a scapegoat? Isn't it? Oh, no, he just literally blocked it
If
out.
you were forcibly dismissed, there must have been a good reason. Clearly, you did something. Mr. Vigil, it's time to break the seal and have you remember.
He's about to get a whole third new personality.
Yeah.
According to the few remaining... You should change your voice too. According to the few remaining records,
No, his voice is staying the same the entire time.
the final execution that you supervised was on the 17th of June, 10 years ago. And on that day, something very serious took place at Barclay Prison.
The 17th of June? Was that a flashback trying to appear? The professor's execution? Professor?
Hey, have you seen that meme? No!
Yes, Akira.
Akira!
Yes, I've seen the Akira meme, of course.
That's literally what's happening. As you were the chief warder at the time, it stands to reason that you would have been present throughout the proceedings.
It does sound familiar.
And yet, that execution never took place. Uh-oh. The convict ostensibly executed earlier that day later re-emerged from his grave.
The convict came back to life. In the cemetery in the middle of the night, there was a witness.
However, the witness claims that a moment after he saw the convict clambering out of his grave, a gunshot rang out from over his shoulder, and the bullet pierced the professor's chest, killing him instantly.
Who's the professor, him?
Yes, the serial
Died
killer.
crawling out. Those may have been the professor's actual last moments.
Yes.
Seeing as you were in charge of overseeing executions at the time, and the professor is his dad,
Yes.
you must know the truth about what really happened. It's in your head somewhere deep down, and whoever shot him is the real hero. Framed it probably. No, I'm sure that's gotta be this. Well, Chief Warder Daily Vigil.
Well, you don't think his dad's a serial killer?
No. I mean, he's kind of weird, but I know there are memories in your head that can explain what happened on 17th June 10 years ago.
You don't want to rationalize Van Zeeks' racism?
Wait, yes. No, wait.
What?
I want to rationalize his faces. I said no, but then you tricked me.
And then you said yes.
I know, then I said yes, but you tricked me. I mean no.
Wait, no. Wait, yes. Wait, no.
And now it's time for you to drag them up.
Oh, Mr. Vigil. Yes, the whole prison. It was complete chaos. The prisoner escaped. He was killed in the cemetery. The shocking news ripped through Barclay like a hurricane. What? What?
Order! Do you mean to say, Mr. Vigil, that your memories of the time have returned?
My head, it's like some floodgates have been opened. The images, the screams.
My goodness.
The papers. There were reports, articles about a man who'd seen a ghost. Yes, Enoch Drebber. Enoch?
Then surely those reports were exaggerated.
Eunuch Drebber. There were traces at the scene.
A notch.
Traces of what?
In
even believe
Logan's
anything.
Cemetery, at plot number 139. Blood. Lots of blood. That's where the man was buried, of course. Obviously, something terrible had happened
I
there.
love how Rinosuke was just staring right at Cosmo the whole time while the guy's talking.
The depths of conspiracy and depravity from which this tale is emerging is quite staggering.
I've reviewed the police records from that time extensively. A thorough investigation was conducted by Scotland Yard to ascertain how the convict managed to escape in the first place. And the conclusion reached by the investigating team was that a member of the prison staff must have been involved.
Are you suggesting that a prison warder abetted the man's bid for freedom?
Yes, and I was suspected of doing it. Of using that mass murderer's execution as a way to help him escape. You did what? I remember now, the horror of it all is coming back to me. He's spinning faster and faster. One evening, a few days after the execution, some detectives came to the prison. I was called to the governor's
Oh my
office
gosh.
at the top of the watchtower.
Gonna spin with him.
This guy again.
Who's this?
Sorry, Bailey.
I don't know.
This is a serious business, but I cannot help you now. As chief warder, you are responsible for overseeing the execution of Foy. Well, it seems the fellas at Scotland Yard want to have a few wee words with you about it.
Booty.
About it. You'd better pack your things, laddie. You're to attend in person.
As soon as you told me that, my moment just went completely blank. And the next thing I knew, The professor, the most hated killer in our country's history. And I let him escape. I'm finished. My life is over. Wow.
Oh,
Oh
my gosh, that was very
it's
intense.
actually. Oh my gosh! You see his eyes roll back. That was freaky. That was really.
More than that one. They put the intern on that cutscene. That was dope.
Order! Bailiff, fetch a doctor at once!
Was the crossover with Trauma Center?
Court is adjourned for today with immediate effect.
That was exciting. Yeah.
That
So-
was pretty dope.
With Mr. Vigil's collapse, proceedings came to an abrupt end, once again overshadowed by the legacy of that notorious killer, appearing like a cursed ghost ship on a foggy ocean. Lord Van
I
Zeeks,
think so.
Mr. Vigil, Cosmo, and Gregson. All of them bound by invisible chains anchored to the same wreckage in the murky depths of the past. But the miraculous light that had been trying to cut through the gloom and shine on those tragic events was playing on the edges of the truth at last.
Makes sense that he has that. But I guess if
I
you
know.
learned I guess if you learned English in England, I guess that is it.
I don't think
To begin the perfect ending spot for today.
we're doing the next one.
Yeah, it's only 2 hours. We're not even at 3 yet.
Gotta be streaming tomorrow at 7:30, no?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and call it with
Only
that.
900 points.
Only 900.
I mean, pylons.
Man, you really try to farm those pylons. What are you even gonna pick, man? It's gonna be locked. Let's be honest. Like, I'm gonna try to
take it away. I'll be so mad.
No, I'm just saying, like, you're gonna pick it and then you're gonna be streaming. I won't even be able to play the game. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It's time to wrap it up. These people gotta get back home. Sundown over here has a stream at 7:30 in the morning, so we'll let him go for now, I guess. We'll leave the 5-hour Ace Attorney session for next time. You know, surprisingly, we got back into it like a lot better than I thought. Like, we didn't stumble. Like, we remembered a lot more of the case than at all. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we make mistakes like every time. But like, for coming back to it after months, I thought we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Either way, thank you all for watching. Hopefully we'll catch you all in the next stream. Until next time.
Bye!
I freaking hate.